So you know how mortgage rates have been looking good lately, and they've been trending down actually since mid-August, and there was even a bigger cut, especially after the federal funds rate cut their rate mid-September. Well, unfortunately, that just all went away poof, just like that last week. So in this video, I'll share with you what's happening with mortgage rates, what's affecting their actual rates, the job market, the consumer price index that recently came out, and also taking a deep dive into the San Diego housing market and looking at the numbers here in the county. Hey, real quick, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Jade here in San Diego County, and I'm a full-time realtor, and I make videos on the housing market and real estate. So if you have any questions about San Diego and what's happening in the housing market or your specific neighborhood, reach out to me directly. My number is right here on the screen, or book a Zoom call. The details are in the description below. Okay, let's get back to the video. So what happened? The latest jobs report came out on October 4th, and it was a lot better than people anticipated. There were 100,000 more jobs that were added to the labor market, so bringing it up to 250,000 more jobs in September. And also the unemployment rate dropped to 4.1%. And this is the lowest unemployment rate since May of 2024. So the job situation's been looking pretty good. So this positive jobs report affected the bond market, and then this indirectly affected mortgage rates, which ended up spiking up last week. So here we take a look at the graph. From Freddie Mac, you can see here the blue line, the 30-year fixed rate mortgage as of October 10th, that is 6.32%. And a week and a half ago, it was 6.08%. So as you can see the trajectory, it's definitely going up. It has been trending down since May, and then now it started to trend up. Here you can see the headlines from CNBC: mortgage rates spike after stronger than expected jobs report. The article goes on to say that mortgage rates jumped 42 basis points higher than September 17th, the day before the federal rates cut came out. It also said that homebuyers are very sensitive to mortgage rates right now, especially since housing prices have increased since a year ago, and they are still very high and makes affordability difficult for new homebuyers. And from Mortgage News Daily, an article came out that said massive jump in mortgage rates after jobs report. Such a positive jobs report created what they called carnage in the mortgage market. And it said that the 30-year fixed rate mortgage jumped from 6.26% to 6.53%, which is one of the largest single day jumps we've seen in a long time. Now moving on to the consumer price index that came out on October 10th. The inflation has been slowly coming down, but still not exactly on target to the Federal Reserve. Their target is 2%. So it came down to 2.4% compared to a year ago for September, and it's dropped slightly from 2.5% in August. And as you can see here in this graph right now, for the past month, here in September, it dropped to 2.4% increase in inflation for year on year. And the month before in August, it was 2.5%. The high point was 9.1% 2 years ago in June of 2022, but it has nicely come down. Now it's kind of just a little bit of a roller coaster up and down. It's still trending down, hopefully to the target rate of 2%. So what this all means is that even though inflation has been coming down 2.4%, a large chunk of the consumer price index is the shelter category, which also means basically housing costs, and housing costs have increased 4.9% over the past year. As you can see here in this article from Bankrate, but still has a rate of 4.9% over the past 12 months for the shelter category. So it is definitely, there's no dismissing the fact that housing affordability continues to be a major pain point for Americans. There is some positive news though. Pending sales have jumped up, the highest it's been in 3 years. So from Redfin here, you can see it says pending home sales post biggest boost increase since 2021. It also goes on to say that last week mortgage applications are up 8% month on month. And while, as I mentioned, the mortgage rates jumped last week, that might slow down buyer demand. Now taking a closer look into San Diego, we can look at the numbers here. For new listings last month, it was up 10.3%. So there were 1,739 new listings last month compared to the year before, there were 1,576. So this is a 10% increase. So there are more sellers that are willing to put their house on the market. And as mortgage rates have gone down since the high of since last October, so a year ago, which was nearly 8%. So now they are 6.5%, not as good as around 6%, but at least it is lower than 8%. Also moving on to inventory. So all the houses on the market right now, year on year, there has been an increase of 11.7%. So right now, all the houses, condos, townhouses, and single family homes, there are 3,017 properties on the market right now. Compared to last year, there was about 300 less properties at 2,700. And on whether this is still a seller's market or a buyer's market, it's still very much a seller's market. There is historically low inventory. It has inched up just a tiny bit, so 9.1% increase year on year. So right now, month supply is 2.4 months compared to last year, which was 2.2. So basically month supply means that if every house was going to be sold by all the buyers in the market, it would take 2.5 months to sell all the properties. And a balanced market is more closer to 5 or 6 months. And looking at total closed sales in San Diego County last month, sales have gone up 5.6% to 1,197 properties sold. Compared to last year, there were just 1,133. So there are a few more closed sales happening. And so also let's go look at the days on market. Days on market really shows how much demand there is with buyers. So for detached single family homes, it has gone up to on average 34 days for a property to go under contract. So that is up 30% from 26 days from last year. And then for attached homes, which is condos and townhouses, it's gone up 47%. So it is taking longer both for detached and attached houses to go under contract. And what you might have all been waiting for is how much have housing prices increased. So median sales price for detached has gone up 5.8% from last year. So right now a detached single family home would be $1,050,000, up from 992,000 last year. And for attached properties, it's actually gone down 2% to 646,000 from 660. So what does this all mean? Well, there is increased inventory on the market right now. So there are more properties on the market, but housing affordability is still very tough for many home buyers, and especially first-time home buyers trying to get that down payment, trying to get a monthly mortgage payment that they can deal with, and also have a emergency fund. While many home buyers are waiting for mortgage rates to come down, all the experts are saying they may just hover where they are right now, most likely in the sixes. They might come down a little bit as we get closer to the election, but it's not going to improve significantly until next year. Experts are saying it will most likely go down into the fives next year, but then as you see with the home prices in San Diego, they still are increasing. And for home sellers, there seems seems to be more increased competition, just slightly. But at the same time, if you are going to buy in San Diego, if you're going to sell and buy here in the same market, you might be up against what other home buyers are facing, which is high mortgage interest rates. So if you have any questions about your specific neighborhood or looking to find out what your home is worth, reach out to me directly. My number is right here on the screen, or book a Zoom call with me. The details are in my description. And if you found any value in this video, please hit the like button. Also consider subscribing so you don't miss the next video. And thank you for watching.